The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the Bunk Collective and its affiliates. The material and information presented here is for general information and entertainment purposes only. This program might include strong images or language and may not be suitable for all audiences. This podcast was mainly created for fun and entertainment, and because we're the only podcast that has a big enough bravado to talk about all these. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the Kingdom Podcast Season 4. My name is Yuki, this is Ingrid, this is Bobby. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. It's all in the same name, at the Kingdom Pod PH. For my Instagram, you can follow me at Yukmeister. For Ingrid here, Ingrid Marie, IIE for TikTok, and with the underscore at the end for her Instagram. For Bobby here on his TikTok and Instagram at Bob Ranghe. Yeah. You don't post a whole lot, Bobby.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm-
Oh wait, I'm so happy.
He's very low key.
Yeah.
I am. We might change that TikTok someday. Oh, why am I close?
Yes, go do it.
You don't even have a photo on your on your Instagram. I mean, you do your My Days and stuff. Pero yeah, you don't post a whole lot. Oh yeah, my story. Sorry, not My Day.
What?
Shit, I'm
My
old.
Day. Facebook is my day.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm old. What the fuck? So I called My Day? Jeez. So yeah, you do stories and stuff. I do stories too. Like I don't post a whole lot.
That's what
But-
cool, mysterious people do. They don't like
that's
have
true.
anything on there.
It's like you've posted a whole lot for quite a while now, Ingrid. It's like back then when I started following you, you only had like 3 photos. Now you're upping the ante.
Oh yeah, your Instagram's relatively new, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's about time I kind of just,
Be an actual
business,
creator for once. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't do that back then. It's like when I started following her, it's like, is this really her? It's like it has like 3 pictures. It's like okay, but it has thousands of followers, so it's probably her. So yeah.
Yeah, but I used to not really post anything on my other social media accounts. Like I was a lot more active on TikTok.
Yeah, that's
for no
true.
reason at all. But yeah, it's fun. I'm a lot more active on Instagram now, to be honest.
I would wanna take how you say take the credit here for asking Ingrid to do Twitter and post a whole lot on Instagram as well. Well, I think Instagram wasn't, but I like for me it's like I was the reason for Twitter. I told you to do Twitter,
Oh,
and yeah, she
Yeah.
did. And she was happy for like 3 months. You see her tweeting at around 4 fucking a.m. It's like, what the fuck is this girl
No,
doing?
it was I think around that time, like after I got really, really obsessed with BI. So,
Yeah,
It
she
was
just
just one
kept
of
on.
those like my manic like episode
That's
where I
right.
just obsess over something and then I just get tired of it and then I stop.
It's like
Oh
I
yeah.
work
Yeah.
I work
remember that.
nights, so it's like ding ding. Like my notifications on Twitter is like, she is tweeting at 4 a.m. What is this girl doing? It's like, why is
Yeah.
she not asleep? So it's like just thirst traps for BI, basically.
Basically.
That's what she did. Mm. So welcome back. We got a basically the part 2 of naming who is the best girl group of all time. We got round 2 for everyone, and I guess let's just start it off then.
If you want to check out the first round, the whole hour was
Yeah,
there.
it
Check
was
out
an
the
hour.
first episode. This is the part 2. Unless you
This
don't
is
want
the
to.
part 2. We got part
Unless you don't
1
wanna.
posted as well. It should be live now. I don't know if we're posting this like in one day. Maybe let's not. Let's have people wait for it. Let's wait. Oh, let's wait. Let's
Yeah.
let them
Actually,
wait
I
for
was
a week.
surprised that you uploaded both episodes for the boy groups.
Yeah, because I felt like the conversation was really it warranted doing part 1 and part 2. Not only that, we didn't post like for I think a week or 2.
All right.
So
Oh,
that's
that was like
why.
a gift. Pun intended, huh? Because the
Gift.
last episode was.
Yeah.
Was
Okay.
gift. Yep, that's true. You listened to that episode? That was a pretty cool
Yeah,
episode,
that's
right, Ingrid?
fun. I want to do guests.
Yeah, it's like let's do it. Let's do guest things. Like let's get. I don't know.
I'll just do the funny with the guest.
Yeah, let's get Chewon on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll text her.
Yeah, text her. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because like Ingrid is just like, okay, so this is what I look like whenever I do this. You are the most delusional out of the three of us, I think,
Oh
Ingrid.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't deny that.
yeah, but she's just delusional like on chat. She's not. I don't think she's delusional whenever you talk to her. But on chats, like our group, our group chat is like okay on TikTok. Like obviously she's like she's delusional for anime. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
like I find it.
I have my anime boyfriends too.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, I'm so single, bro.
That was
No, I
not an
love it.
invitation, okay, you guys? Not an invitation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I love it though. I love being single. I love like loving my two-dimensional men.
Parang ang pula-pula. Parang ang saya-saya ko ng episode na to. Ang kanina pa ako namumula. Anyway,
Yeah.
round 2, basically the quarterfinals for this. Shit, pick your poison, everyone. Is like this is such a difficult round. Let's go with the first ones, the ones that we haven't talked about in a while. We got twice Ice One. Now,
There's a funny story. I don't know if you know this, Yuki, but there
mm,
was a time where Twice won over Ice One by just one album sale.
shit, really?
And it's because one of the Ice One members bought a Twice album.
No shit, really?
So
One of them
cute.
was a huge Twice fan, Nako. And
Oh
during that
my
time, she bought a Twice album, and then it counted during that vote. And Twice won by one.
That's hilarious. Though.
That's so cute.
That's like the battle in this, I think. It's a disservice if I say disservice a lot, but it's true. If we don't choose Twice, who's
Yeah.
selling out shows as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say this? It's such a breath of fresh air that at one point, and I don't know if that was Mama or like a different award show, but there was a stage where they had IOI Twice, G Friend, and Red Velvet do Into the New World.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember that stage
Yeah.
where they were wearing like different. Am I missing a group there? Fuck. IOI,
Oh, that was so
Red Velvet.
legendary, dude.
Yeah.
G
G
friend.
friend.
G Friend. No, I said G Friend. It's like
Yeah,
IOI,
and then
Red
Twice.
Velvet,
All
G
four
Friend,
of them.
Twice. All four, diba? Apat lang, diba?
Yeah.
So they did that stage where everyone was like just amazing, and it's just a breath of fresh air to see now that Twice is in that
League.
conversation already because we have Les
New
Seraphim, New
Jeans.
Jeans,
And
Ive,
mix.
and Mix
Oh, that's
doing Cheer
goosebumps.
Up.
Talking about this gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, right.
I
So
get
I would.
them now.
Oh my god. The
so
shy, iconic shy.
Goosebumps
yeah, exactly.
because we're old. That's why I'm getting goosebumps.
I was so proud during that time. I was like,
As a
wow.
onces.
Yeah, asawansu.
Is it onces or ones?
This
It's just
one's
once.
Eh, ba't ang dami nagsabi onces?
Hindi kasi
Sige nga, sagutin nyo nga
plural.
yun.
Plural.
Yung totoo.
Yeah, once.
plural. Tama naman ba?
Onces?
Mm-mm.
Revelubs make sense.
Carrots.
Oh, kasi you
Come
say
on.
onces like in like Tagalog. It's like Tagalog, I think. Mga
Once.
onces.
Oh yeah, it's more of like a Filipino thing, I think.
Yeah. And that's
More
than
fine,
anything.
bruh. We don't have to be correct in everything.
Mga
Jeez.
Pilipino talaga.
Oh, but then people call us out if we're not. So we gotta be correct, right? Just saying. Okay. So Twice and Eyes One. Yeah, it is definitely a disservice if we call Eyes One over Twice. Like Twice really is just they've been into the conversation of being the best of all time for us long while now.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that it's not even like a conversation that we need to prolong. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it really is twice. Like there is a clear cut winner with Eyes One and Twice. And Eyes One, albeit they're really great and they're still very much relevant and being like what Bobby says, as
Uh,
unfair as it may be, alive. The spirit of Eyes One is still alive because they still have very active groups and very active acts that
the
are
Avengers, as they say.
exactly that are not only relevant but are definitely the top acts in K-pop right now. So even though, even though it definitely is twice, like it's not it's like are we picking like Eyes One in any dimension here, Yorobun?
No.
I think I want to give them their flowers though for despite being temporary, competing with such high names during their time was
Mm-hmm.
amazing. And again,
Mhm.
that's why I mentioned that story of that one album sale making them lose, cause that's how close the competition was during their time.
The time, yeah, at the time, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like Ingrid. Any say here?
I mean, you guys pretty much said everything.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
Going
that
to the
again.
semifinals.
No, not yet.
Spin.
We're still in the
No, no,
quarterfinals.
twice is
Oh
going into
yeah,
the semi.
they're in the semis now. We
Okay.
got Girls' Generation versus Les Seraphim.
I'm I'm sorry, Sarah.
Anti fragile. I
I think
mean,
Unforgiven was a weak title track.
Yeah. It was kind of like
there.
the
I wouldn't want to say
second
it
cousin
was
of
weak.
Anti Fragile.
Yeah, I
That's
wouldn't
their
want to say it was
weakest.
weak, but it was their weakest. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I actually it's like it was a bit off for me because I thought that Unforgiven was a good one, better one compared to Anti-Fragile, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's okay.
That's okay.
yeah. It's
But
like
the
they're both okay songs,
yeah,
but it's like I guess it's a matter of preference and stuff.
the Eve
Um,
Psych and the Bluebeard's wife, that was way better. Boom,
Yeah.
boom,
what a
boom, boom.
it was kind of weird too. It was like okay, what song is this about? And then it's like the intro really caught me off guard. It never occurred to me that it was, to be honest, like when I heard of that the first time, I didn't even think that that was a Les Seraphim song. When I
Oh,
heard it the first time in TikTok. And you know how in TikTok, like whenever you click on the sound, like original sound, right? I didn't think that it was a Les Seraphim song. Albeit like I didn't even think that it's a K-pop song. I thought it was because the intro part was so different and it was in English, so I thought it was like, a foreign artist. Well, they are a foreign artist, but it's like non K-pop artists. There you go. So yeah, it was so different. I just wanted to point that out, and I think the Seraphim is definitely creating like their own standard when it comes to not only music but what kind of content they're creating. And really just nowhere but up for Les Seraphim. But
come on,
Girls' Generation,
come on.
I think we're gonna go deeper into these arguments once we go deeper in the in the bracket.
Do
And
you
I've
guys
been
think
saying that.
we're? Do you guys think nostalgia is making us vote for Girls' Generation?
No, not at
No,
all.
Would they have survived if they were a fourth gen girl group now?
yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Will Into the
Um,
New World work as a debut these days?
yes, I personally think that Into the New World. It's like you know why I think it'll work
Probably
is because we're
if it has like a different arrangement in terms of like the beat.
but not even and I'll
Really?
create an argument right here and right now is because we're big in nostalgia.
I'm just
New
instigating, by the way.
jeans, new jeans. It's like
Mm.
that sound that we're looking for, that kind of like 90s early 2000 sound that new jeans is creating when it comes to their songs. Like it's not at all modern sounding. Attention, it's like
Mm.
OMG, like Ditto. It's not at all. So we're big on nostalgia. It's like I feel
Mm.
that because like like we're old now, you know, and we're trying to clamor for that kind of sound where
It makes you feel
whenever you
something.
yeah it makes you feel something, like there was a different feel when you heard it the first time. It's like I would have loved to hear Ditto for the first time again, you know. So things like that, where I think like even right now, it's like Into the New World is already an anthem in this in this day.
Use in
Like,
protests, right?
yeah, use in protests. Yeah, so I think that I think up to this day, Into the New World as a debut song is the best debut song of all time. So
Period.
period.
Wow.
I'm very biased, so I'd pick that over Attention. Attention wasn't like really,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Attention
Into the
could pass as a comeback too, and I think that
could pass as a
ruins the.
comeback, but not really like as
If
you
it
know, a
passes as a
debut.
comeback, it ruins the essence of being a debut for me.
That's true. So yeah, I think Into the New World right now, if they debuted right now, it's like I think Girls' Generation would still pass, even in
Yeah.
the even with the same discography. I
Right,
think.
Run. I feel like Run Devil Run would be a good comeback
Yeah.
these days too.
Mm.
And then
Mm.
and then what else? The Boys.
And
Oh
you
man,
gotta remember that
they're that good.
these concepts were I don't want to say copied. But these concepts, like, you can't really be original anymore. So
It was a
copy is not the
stepper.
right term. So, but these concepts that Girls' Generation did were sort of mimicked,
Mm.
in a way,
They inspired
by
the
they
younger group.
inspired
Yeah.
served as inspiration towards concepts that these other groups are doing.
Mm.
So there's always that sort of similarity, and like I said, you can't really be original nowadays, even in in the time where the second gen was really just ramping up. It's like you really can't be original. Music has transcended generations,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's not really a question of originality, but sort of like the system that
Mm.
Girls'
People
Generation went
sample
through.
songs left and right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah,
Can I just say though that it was a privilege? Back to La Seraphim and to La Seraphim's credit, it was a privilege to witness them live. We all
Oh
witnessed them live.
yes, yes.
It's
I
on the way
was
up from here.
I was a mess when I heard
You're a
Le Seraphim.
mess,
I'm a
No pun
mess,
mess,
intended.
mess,
mess,
Yeah.
mess,
mess,
mess.
mess.
Oh
Get it?
man, what a great stage Le Seraphim did in AAA. Fucking amazing.
Great night in general. Oh my god.
I was only asleep in with the boy groups. Nung na mga girl groups na nagpa-perform, gising na ako.
During the masterpieces, yeah.
Yeah, fucking amazing Le Seraphim was. You know what's funnier is that when they were receiving awards, there was a time where they sat down and then pagkaupo nila, tinawag ulit sila on stage. So they had
Yeah.
to and they did that twice. Like they had to circle around and again. Tapos nung uupo na ulit sila the second time, tinawag ulit sila, which was really hilarious to see. So yeah, Le Seraphim is like all but up. But Girls' Generation really has this in the bag.
Can't wait for their Coachella performance, man.
Fuck yeah, man. Pucha.
Can't
Yeah.
wait for their comeback. I've been waiting for it.
On the 19th. On the Oh no,
Today!
today.
What?
It's their comeback today.
Sorry, Les Seraphim, for not choosing you. We might regret it after this comeback.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
I'm
This is
kidding.
Ah,
It's
no,
R&B
no, no.
too.
It's a
We won't,
SNSD. Come
man.
on.
Yeah, it's a SNSD,
It's a
man.
SNSD. Come on.
Yeah. So we got Mamamoo and Blackpink.
4 on 4.
Mama,
Hmm.
Blackpink.
Mamamoo,
Mama mo.
Blackpink.
Black. Oh no. Skill wise, let's talk about that.
Skill wise,
Okay,
Mamamoo hands down. Skill wise,
Yeah.
Mamamoo. I'm sorry. It's
I'm
like skill
instigating
wise. It's like there's really
content,
no question. Skill wise, singing, dancing, I don't give a fuck. Mamamoo really has it. Like they're more well rounded. Um,
discography.
Mamamoo still. I don't know.
Um,
The
Um,
relevance of the Blackpink's discography though is
I
insane.
think I think for Blackpink songs kasi it's a lot more appealing to majority.
the masses, yeah.
Yeah, the masses. That's
Mm-mm.
why yun nga.
They're more Western sounding, and they really just.
Exactly.
It's like, to be honest, they really perfected that. It's like any girl group right now that you have on this list. I think Blackpink really perfected that global slash Western sound,
Hmm.
and a lot of these groups right now are currently mimicking that. to get the success that Blackpink really had.
Shout outs
So
Teddy. Shout outs to Teddy,
yeah,
I guess.
it's like I guess.
I rarely
Um,
say that. I don't like most
I
of
don't like
Teddy's
Teddy
work.
either. It's like I don't like Teddy at all. So yeah, I mean, for sure, it's like I think Blackpink really had that more liked Western sound,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I know you're instigating it, Bobby, but it's like I think it's a bit unfair towards
We
Black.
need TikToks.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
true, but I think it's a bit unfair towards Blackpink. It's like when it comes to talent, obviously they're not winning that round. Discography, Ingrid, it's like you know a lot of Mamamoo songs. Like let's just talk about title tracks then. It's like
Uh, I mean, okay, I know them enough, but then compared to you, probably I only know like 5%
I
about
think
Mamamoo.
Mamamoo wins soloists
Yeah.
compared to like title tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mamamoo will. It's like, are we talking about just songs or are we talking about like members?
Songs for sure.
Songs, because like members, I think Blackpink really had like a stronger. It's like for obvious reasons, right? Like
Yeah.
they had a stronger showing when it
There's
comes to their solo
yeah.
songs, and also they're a bit more catchy compared to Mamamoo's. Because Mamamoo's are a bit like, how do I say this? They're a bit musical. Not musical
Yeah.
na parang like musical na yung mga opera musical, but it's a
But
bit
if
more
you're a music
complicated
fan,
to sing.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a
If
music
you're
fan, this is a
musically
treat.
if you're musically inclined, it takes
You
like a
will
level of
appreciate,
understanding kasi.
Exactly.
That's why it's not for everyone. It's
yeah,
not yeah.
and it's just so challenging to sing. Not saying that the Blackpink solos aren't challenging. Well, some
Oh
of them are,
no, no, no.
pero
Oh.
um,
Yeah, there are some songs that only they can perform, I think.
oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Pero it's like I just think like Blackpink will have that handicap if ever that we talk about talent. So maybe
Mm.
that's part of it, pero let's not really dwell into that.
Yeah.
I'm
The,
talking
Yeah,
about
but
the
I don't
relevancy.
want us to downplay Blackpink's
Not
talent
at
though.
all.
It's just
Yeah,
that compared to Mamamoo and like if we talk about the technicalities of like
yeah.
singing,
It's just
dancing, it's
I
just
would
mm.
different.
I would pit anyone against Mamamoo in this list, and Mamamoo would
Mm.
still win that.
and that's
And
But
not
then
on the
Lisa is like a
girls.
better dancer than all four of them though.
for sure,
That's
for
true.
sure. Like
Yeah.
Lisa, I think no, not I think Lisa. I know is the most talented dancer out of all eight of them.
Yeah. I
So
just had to mention that.
yeah, for sure. And
Sorry,
but
Bobby, you were saying?
What was I gonna say? I forgot. But
Sorry.
yeah, but Moonbyul is the best rapper among the eight.
Hmm. Mm,
Who's I do not. I think
okay, yeah,
I
okay,
think
I'm gonna agree
Jenny
with that.
though. Sorry.
Nah,
Lisa's and Jenny's are too influenced.
to be honest, like I don't know. It's like I
Actually,
like
oh nga no,
Lisa's.
parang it's influenced by CL a lot.
CL
Mm,
and then
Western.
Western rappers. Think
Mm.
Moonbyul is that's her.
Yeah,
you
it's
should you
her
should
That
tone.
you should listen to this song entitled "I Love To" by Mamamoo. It
Mm.
starts off with a Moonbyul rap, and it's just like fucking just a masterpiece of a song.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a love song. It's a ballad, but it
ooh.
starts off with like an awesome rap from Moonbyul. And Moonbyul's Eclipse was just an amazing song. It's like it's her solo song. It's like I'm
Mm.
gonna back you up there, Bobby. I think she is the most talented rapper. Shit,
It's like
we're being so technical with Blackpink and Mamamoo. I didn't expect that we would talk about them this long.
it's the idol rapper versus rapper.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like an actual rapper. It's like I would I don't think. Okay, here's the thing. I don't see Jenny or Lisa doing Unpretty Rap Star and actually making
Yeah.
strides to win
Writing
that.
the songs.
Yeah,
mm,
but I think Moonbyul would definitely go deeper in that in
Yeah.
that competition.
Yeah. I think I was
So
just a little bit biased just because,
yeah, of course, like
I
we will all
worship
have
the
our
floor
biases.
Jenny walks on,
Mhm. That's
basically.
true.
But yeah, I
But
get
it's
it.
like
I
just
get it.
sheer relevance. I think like Blackpink really has Mamamoo beat in
exactly.
by a long shot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick Blackpink over this one. I think we're looking at best all time,
All
and
time.
we're it's just so difficult to not bat an eye towards what Blackpink accomplished as a group.
That's why picking a top 16 is so hard for me now because K-pop is beyond music now. That's why I
Yes.
wanted to instigate a lot during this round because K-pop is a culture nowadays, not
Mm-mm.
just a genre.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Because Blackpink became Blackpink because they are ambassadors. They are influencers. They're models as well. So
And
Yeah,
yeah.
it's very smart.
the decision to just, I think at this point right now, the solo endeavors and the group endeavors, they chose to prioritize the solo endeavors more because that's what makes them them, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas Blackpink is a side thing now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Sadly.
Because
But
yeah, Lisa and Jenny now have their own companies, so
Mm-mm.
that speaks volumes
Si
as
OA
to
tsaka
where
si
the group is heading.
Maingay.
Yeah,
mm, that's true. But it's like I didn't expect that Mamamoo would give them a run for their money here. It's like we discussed it's like a whole
Yeah.
lot on this round.
Tsaka apat din sila, which is pretty
Mm,
cool.
that's why I instigate,
I
baby.
love it. Yeah, thanks, Bobby. But yeah, I mean, it's just Mamamoo is such an amazing group.
Mama mo amazing.
There's Mamamoo
Mama
amazing,
mo din.
but yeah, it's just like
I
it's
don't
just
have
so
one.
stark. Blackpink is just like fucking amazing. So yeah, last one for quarterfinals. 21 Red Velvet.
Grabe,
Oh,
pinagpapawisan na ako, guys, ah.
Ah!
Pinagpapawisan na ako.
yeah, another technical conversation. I
Oh.
think this is gonna be harder.
Vocally, Red Velvet wins this.
Yes.
Vocally, Red Velvet wins this. In my, I will cut my arm out. It's like
No,
Red
yeah,
Velvet would
I
win it.
agree.
Didn't
Um,
Sandara admit that she's not strong vocally as well?
yeah, because like she is very grounded and down to earth, and she knows that for a fact. She wasn't really. It's like positioning herself like being said that she's one of the best vocals or rappers out there.
Mm.
It's like it wasn't really. It's like Minzy was like the more well-rounded member out of everyone. It's
Mm.
like she sings well, she raps well, she's the best dancer out of the group. So um yeah, I mean 21 as a like talent, I think Red Velvet has 21 beat here when it comes to
Mhm.
talent. Sheer impact? Hard to tell though.
It's
Hard to
hard. This
tell.
is pantay sila. I think
Hard to tell because
respective
right now,
generations.
yeah, respective generations, I think they're really neck and neck. Second
Mhm.
gen 21 really had this sort of pull when it comes to second gen, and
Hmm.
I think Red Velvet kind of puts that up to par in third gen as well.
Mhm.
Oh man,
And these are
Fuck.
two different concepts too. Like,
Yes.
that's
isn't it?
true.
This is like girl crush versus
So it's
like,
And
R&B and like
you know,
ballads.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
there are
I don't
members like both group has members that have their own individual
Presents, yeah.
presence as
mm,
well.
yep.
So, huh?
Who's a more well-rounded group? It's Red Velvet, no?
Yeah, it's Red
Of
Velvet.
course, they can do. I don't think 21 can do cute. The cutest they've done is Lollipop,
Shit.
right?
Was that
Was
the
that with
LG
Big Bang?
thing? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, lolly lolly.
Dang, we're
Lollipop.
old.
Oh, my lollipop.
That
Yeah.
was the cutest they've done.
That was so exciting too because they had that like interaction with Big Bang. Anyway,
They
That,
don't do
that,
that
that was back
anymore.
when co-ed groups were
yeah,
still.
still acceptable.
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
But then look at Card. Fucking A. Let's go,
I
Card.
know,
Fuck.
right?
Amazing live too. Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
BM
Fuck.
BM hook us up, like
Big City Committee.
come to the no, not for your titties, but come to the
Uh,
podcast.
BTG, Big Titty Gang. Let's go. So yeah, I mean, pretty much. Shit,
I
this
mean,
is so difficult. Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
think
I don't
I
know.
can't I can't do the disservice argument now.
Yeah nga.
No.
Yeah, kasi same ano sila eh. Same
If
level.
this were done like maybe 5 years ago, I would pick
21
2NE1. Yeah,
easily.
easily. Pero right now, oh my
I
god.
think though
This
Red
is
Velvet has had misses after Psycho.
yes.
But did 21 ever have a miss? Ever?
Um,
Let me check on the 2NE1 discography really quickly here. Shit, man.
yeah, I'm stuck too. I can't.
I'm just gonna base it off that then. Like a slight edge to 21 if their title track record is perfect.
Yeah, there's a good number. Yeah. It's like I'm checking it right now. Look, I'll send it to you. There are some misses there. Shit, it's not sending. There you go.
Like by the end of it?
Yeah, there are
Ah,
some. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I mean,
by the end of it, huh?
so this is not well. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, by the end. But there are some. Then it's like
Fuck!
Appa wasn't really like it hurts. Wasn't really like the best song. Fire, I don't care. Go away, lonely. I am the best. Those are just awesome. Um,
Ako na lang mawawala.
so shit, man, it's so difficult this round. I think they're neck and neck. Nice,
Yeah,
Bobby.
nga eh.
It's like, umalis talaga si Bobby sa frame. Gusto ko, Bobby, yung babalik ka galing sa baba. Sisilip ka muna, gano'n.
I love it.
So, I don't know. Everyone, we gotta pick a winner here. I think this has been probably the most neck and neck match we've had
For now,
Uh,
for now.
as of now.
I think I think Red Velvet still has a lot in them. But
Okay. Fuck, you went there. Shit.
I mean that doesn't mean that they're nagkukulang sila ngayon. I just feel like 21
Oh,
has
like you
made
went
their
there like
impact
because
there.
they're active still.
Yeah. And I think 21 has established their legacy
Mm.
already.
Yeah, it's like their legacy's like done. It's like whatever they do next will just add to the legacy, but it doesn't really mean that it'll change significantly what their legacy was. Compared to Red Velvet who's still building the
Very much.
legacy before
Mhm.
it gets cut off,
Very much
which would
active.
make sense. Yeah. How about you, Ingrid?
It's not
Hmm.
a this is not a landslide
Oh yeah,
round though.
not at all, not at all. Because
Personally, I would pick just based from the discography, Red Velvet. But again, like since 21 has solidified their position already in the industry.
pero we can also look into that as not a negative, like not a positive thing. Because if you think about it, Red Velvet is still continuing the story where 21 had already finished theirs.
Hmm.
Fuck, that's another WWE
Yeah, but then
reference.
again,
Sorry.
we're talking about the best of all time, right?
Yeah, and that's
Nega jail chalaga.
Halaga.
Dun pa lang eh. Charot. Pero dun pa
Yeah,
lang eh.
I
I
think I'm
mean
gonna
it.
go with 21 for this one.
shit. I'm the
Because to be
tiebreaker.
honest, I love Red Velvet, but they have um been
They're still
releasing
active.
so music for me, at least for me. Um,
I think the
so
last
Their
I
last
didn't
one,
like
Chill
Chill.
Kill, was awesome. I mean,
I didn't really like it.
Me too.
It was I
No, it's not. It's not. It's just like
you like
it's.
ice cream, but
like
you don't like
I
chill.
wouldn't listen to it again. You know, like I'd probably skip it if I was shuffling.
I
If my
prefer
Sure.
Feel My Rhythm,
yeah.
and that's a hot take again. Feel My Rhythm. Not many people liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer that over chill
I
pill
just
for
wish
sure.
they do a bad boy again. I don't know what's
Yeah
that.
nga eh. I want them to
Yeah,
do more
I think they're
R&B.
going for that with Chill Kill. I think they're really going for that.
Yeah, I
They're
think
going towards that direction again.
again.
Mm.
Yep.
At least, yeah.
Hopefully, yes. So if they do release something like Bad Boy, maybe they could, put themselves back on that
Okay,
position. But then I
fine.
feel like they're losing their way kasi, to be honest. I love Red Velvet. I love their music. Their B-side tracks are the best. But right now, I feel like they're kind of losing their way, and if they didn't focus, or if they didn't do like their solo activities, I think they would be pretty kind of irrelevant.
And this is not Red Velvet's fault. It's
It's not at
SM's fault.
all.
It's
Yeah.
SM's fault. I always blame SM for everything.
Yeah.
They
You
don't know
always
how to
blame the
All the
agency.
entertainment companies, basically.
No,
That's
it's
right.
true though, because they didn't. It took them a while to release a third full album. With Red Velvet, it shouldn't have been like how many years? 8 years before a third
Yeah.
full album. By 8 years, you should have had five at that point.
Mm. So,
My
yeah.
okay, fine. Here's the thing. My argument is like it's really a neck and neck situation here.
Tiebreaker.
My thing here is that I agree with both of what you said, like both you, Ingrid, Bobby. But I want to point out that it is not a bad thing that Red Velvet is still finishing their story because it just adds on to the relevancy that Red Velvet will have in the long run. Because these two are just neck and neck. Fine, I'll go with 21 to win this. Like I feel that
Ooh.
yeah, I know. And it pains me.
Sorry, Wendy.
It's just
Sorry,
what I
Eileen.
felt in second gen. And if I'm the deciding factor here, what I felt when I was watching 21 compared to what I was feeling when I was watching Red Velvet, I thought I think that what I felt towards 21 whenever they do comebacks or their songs overshadows what I felt towards Red Velvet whenever they're doing performances. Stage presence too. I think that 21 has them beat just a tiny little bit.
Mm.
Probably it's
And
because of the songs.
when they were rookies, you wouldn't think they were
Oh yeah.
rookies. They
Yes,
were
like
rookie monsters for sure.
monsters, yeah. It's just like very different. Plus they're a YG group. You know, they're more inclined to perform
Mhm.
rather than to be like they
Peak
did
YG too. That was peak YG
peak YG.
during
They
the
did
film.
fire. It's like here's another deciding factor. They did fire,
For
and Red
their
Velvet did
debut song.
happiness.
Happiness.
So
Uh, it ends with the management.
Oh,
oh
they were
yeah,
4-on-4 too initially.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
But
This
Okay.
yeah, it's
is
like it's such a close call. Red Velvet is really it's like I think given the time, let's say they have a comeback tomorrow. Let's say it's Red Velvet that's coming back today, not
okay.
Les Seraphim, right? And they did something like a Bad Boy. I would pick Red Velvet
Mm,
right here, right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just one more good song.
please.
It's like it's just Red. It's like talk to me in 1 year, and they had like a solid comeback. It would definitely be Red Velvet over 21 now.
Yeah.
You know, this
Give
got
us
me
something like
thinking though.
Peekaboo or Bad Boy, please.
Yeah. This got me thinking though that this is scary for 21's legacy. I feel like
Oh yeah. Oh
this is
yeah.
scary because in 5 years, who knows if 21 is still in this conversation? And that's not to disrespect the
Yeah,
girls in any way. It's just that K-pop is evolving so much,
I
Yeah.
know.
especially in the girl group scene. That
It might be like an SES Finkel situation after 5 years.
and I don't see that happening to SNSD at all. I feel like
Same.
SNSD will stay relevant the next 5 years, but
Mm-hmm.
21's legacy is doomed.
Yeah.
I
It's like
feel like,
it's a bit diminishing. Yeah, in a sense.
and I love them so much. I grew up with them.
Yeah.
You
These
know,
are groups that we followed like a whole lot. It's like
if Twitter was a thing, Sowens and Blackjacks would kill each
well,
other.
it was definitely a thing. There
It
was
was
that
already.
time. Yeah. there was a time where these
Through
two are just
text.
like one and two, regard like it just changes over time, like who's number one, who's number two, depending on
Exactly.
who was doing a comeback at that time. It was really just neck and neck at for the longest time when it comes to Girls' Generation and 21. It's just a matter of preference on what you felt like resonated more for you
Or your Pinoy pride.
or Pinoy
Have
Ano
we
sa
Pride.
mentioned Wonder Girls though, as like one of the
Yeah. We
we
did
did?
we?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we did. Yeah. I think we
Was
did.
Wonder Girls in the rounds?
No, they weren't. They
No.
were honorable mention. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
I think
Wonder
they.
Girls was
It's like there's a
huge.
reason here. There's a reason why I we also didn't put Wonder Girls. I think they kind of dropped off in the goat conversation
Yeah.
when 21 and Girls' Generation continued to be
Yeah.
relevant in
Because
the
they made
industry.
so many changes with their members too, which definitely like made an impact on their
Yeah.
success.
But before Gangnam Style, guys, there was nobody.
Oh yeah.
So they really paved a way somehow, like as
The
the
Hallyu
K-pop we know
wave.
now.
Nobody was like super famous here in the Philippines. That's
Exactly.
probably
Both
the
English and
first
Korean.
that or Reigns. I don't know if
Oh.
that's Rainism. Were
Uh,
probably the
where he was
first,
dancing in the rain thing. I
yeah,
forgot.
I'm
first
gonna be a
famous
bad
K-pop song
boy.
here.
I'm gonna be a
Yeah.
bad
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. It's like it was all over Mix. Yeah, freaking awesome. Ingrid doesn't know Mix kasi South siya. MTV lang siya.
Oh, no, there's no way
I
you don't know
don't
Mix.
I don't know mix.
I know. I'm guys. It's like Ingrid is like MTV or Channel V lang ganun. It's
Ano
like
ba?
Oh, Channel V.
Ano ba,
Thank you,
Digimon
Channel V.
nga ako? Ano
Oh my God.
ba? Bakit
Wait,
ay
mo
oo nga pala. Ikaw nga
MTV.
nagpapalit
pala.
yung narrative na social ako? Hindi nga ako social.
Oo nga pala. Ikaw nga pala yung nakikinig ng Kabit by Gagong Rapper.
Kahit kapilit.
We
Anyway,
gotta we
going
gotta
back.
hear we gotta hear a cover of you doing that. It's like
Oh, she's gonna
it's
do it.
yeah, she's gotta do it. That's content.
As a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna do the rap. It really hurts.
Magmahal ang gawin ko.
So guys, we're in the semifinals. This is a battle of second gen and third gen. I think it's very fitting, to be honest with you. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go second gen first or third gen first? Like these
Oh
are
no, that's the. Oh
Kinakabahan
shoot.
na ako, guys.
Dun dun dun.
I kind of expected this, by the way. I kind of expected this. This is where we're at, by the way. So I'll let you pick. Like I sent it just gusto ko yung may visual kayo kung ano yung
Nabutan na
impending
ako.
doom natin eh. Kasi this is probably
Oh my
cancelable
God.
zone.
At
Guys,
the end of this, though, a third gen group's gonna win. Maybe.
I think so. I think so too. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't know yet.
yeah, I
Who's
don't know
gonna
yet.
win?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
I don't
Yeah.
know yet.
A third
Let's
gen will win this.
go.
I don't
Let's
I
go
don't know.
with second gen.
Let's go with second gen. I think that's the easier one maybe.
Yeah, no, yeah. Girls'
Um,
generation, I think. No question. Sorry.
Really?
Ooh,
Yeah.
no question. That's. Oh my god, you're gonna get so much Friendster posts on your wall.
It's like look at the blackjacks just swarming her TikTok. It's like black ano to black ano tawag dito 21 hater to blah blah blah.
I don't know.
Can I just say that the fandom name Blackjack is just amazing as well.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
so witty.
MVP too. It's the best. I don't know.
Who what
VIP.
VIP? Yeah, I mean,
VIP.
but it doesn't make sense like VIP Big Bang, you know. It doesn't it's like it doesn't resonate. It's like we know that VIP is
Ah.
Big Bang, 'di ba?
21 because
Pero
like poker.
yeah, no, it's Blackjack. Blackjack mismo.
Sabi
It's like
ko
you
nga.
get a blackjack if you get to 21 cards.
Oh, I don't
I
play
didn't know
cards.
that. I just thought it was like cards and shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's cards. So
That was
21.
smart.
Yeah, it was
Huh.
really smart. So it's related to each other. So that's why I love like fandom wise in these four groups, I think fandom Blackjack wins
Or
that
should we do a tournament,
fandom name.
like a short episode for tournament for like
Like fandom
Fandom
names.
names?
fandom names?
Yeah, I'm
Bro,
gonna
that's
yeah.
cool.
I have a favorite already. I know who's gonna win for me.
And Citizen.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Tangina. You can't win against N Citizen. You can't.
That's true.
Give me like any group name, any fandom name right now. To commercial break to. Any fandom name. Red Velvet, Revelubs, Saki, Girls' Generation, so on, Sone. Okay na. It's like b- 21 Blackjack would give them a run for their money. Blackpink, Blink doesn't
I
make
think
sense.
once is pretty cute. Or maybe I'm just
Once
biased.
is cute, but it doesn't, you know.
Cute. No, once you know
It's
the
not.
meaning of it.
Yeah,
It's not
because
in
like
Citizen.
even if you love us once, we'll repay it with twice the love. I get it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Pero it's like it's forced. You get what I mean? It's like it's a forced narrative.
But then it
hmm.
has it correlate it
Yeah,
relates
because it's
twice
once, twice,
once.
thrice. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Pero it's like Mama Moo Moo Moo,
Mm.
I've dive.
I don't.
Sistar, Sistar is pretty cool style. Pero
Wait
you
lang. Bakit MOA yung TXT?
gusto mo yung naglag tayo sa kinisip natin. Ano?
Moments of alwaysness.
Okay. Yeah, that's not winning it.
I don't like
uh,
I don't like the Seraphims. I wasn't a fan of
ano
Fear
yung sa
Not.
lesson of a
You're not.
fearless, diba? Fear
Fear
not.
Not.
Fear not.
Tapos
Yeah.
if you pronounce it pa with like the Korean accent, it's peanut.
Peanut.
Peanut. Yeah.
Lapillus
IOY, ano yung
status.
sa IOY? Wala ba?
I forgot.
New Jeans Bunnies. It's like it sucks.
Cute yun.
Does it make sense?
Kasi
Petty
yung
C.
logo nila.
Petty C yung sa IOI.
Yeah, I mean, ano?
Ah.
Tama ba? Joke lang.
Petis?
This was like a petition to make it Petty C. But there was nothing. There was nothing.
Wala.
Like,
Yeah,
Kasi
it's like
nga 6 months lang
just
sila.
N-Citizen will win that. It's like for sure.
yeah.
BTS and ARMY didn't make sense, pero ARMY is like you fear. It's like that name. It's like it's so strong.
Why is it EXO Ls for EXO?
EXO Love.
Mm-mm.
Ah, that's such a bait name because
I
EXO
would
L,
have
all the EXO losers. You know, that's not true. Okay, I love EXO. I'm just saying it's like so easy for hate. Why would they name them that?
Honestly, yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
I love it.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I mean it's like
I like
Exotics
Army
was the
though.
first one, then EXO-Ls. That was the unofficial name before they actually
Exotics?
yeah, before they went for EXO-L.
Thank God they didn't go for that.
Yeah.
That's another bait. Everything's a bait for EXO fan. Oh man.
I just love Army so much because you know that they made this name when they were so young. Like adorable representative MC for youth. What is that?
My
I
day
love
Was that the
basics.
there's a meaning behind ARMY?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Adorable representative MC for youth, which is, very fitting for them because
At,
they're
yeah.
they pretty much, they're the voice of
They
youth.
kind of personified that in a sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
And it's
basically.
cool though because they made it deeper because they became ambassadors and all of that.
Yeah.
So they did, it's for youth. 17 is carrot.
I think it was particularly because kind of looked like a diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nga.
That's it.
But then Treasure actually did the diamond thing, so I don't know. Treasure Maker is for treasure.
Sorry. I gotta give this to Icon though. Iconics.
That's bias.
Over N Citizen? It's like I
No,
can't
but like okay.
NCT guys, NCT. And then you're an individual.
Sige nga, magbigay ka nga ng kanta ng NCT.
I'm the biggest hit. I'm the biggest.
Biggest hit in the I'm the biggest hit. Fuck, I only know of that song because of Luna. Shit,
I
what's the
knew
title
it.
of
I
that song?
knew it.
Fuck
Cherry
you.
Bomb.
Cherry Bomb. There. It's like
He
have
did
you seen
that justice. Like,
have you
my
seen have you
God.
seen the Luna dance cover for
Of
that?
course!
Oh,
That's
Luna
why I
covers are amazing. Oh yeah, we need to address why Luna
Bro!
isn't in any of
Oh
these.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, what's
Okay,
what's
wait.
the ano for Luna? Lunatics? Na joke lang. Orbit.
No.
Yeah.
Orbit.
Orbit.
So, dude, I have a tattoo that's actually
I know,
Luna.
I love that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
actually cool for Orbit. Huh? Orbit.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the reason why didn't we put Luna in the top 16?
Because
Kind
it's
of
like
like same
no,
situation as
yeah.
G Friend and 50/50, I
Cut
think.
too soon.
Yes.
Yeah, plus they didn't really like have the popularity that these groups had. So it was definitely unfair. Although songs were pretty awesome though. Just gotta point that out.
Fandom was very persistent. Everything was Stan Luna.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like internationally, pucha.
Yeah.
That movement hashtag Stan Luna, friggin'
Even
a.
in like
You
celebrity
see it
Definitely
in
deaths.
icon.
games. You see it in games. Like there was a point when Stan Luna was definitely a thing, but I wasn't standing Luna yet. Although I knew of Luna, everyone on Dota 2, the people I play with, hashtag Stan Luna, guys. So alam mo yun, imbis na like nag-good luck sila at the start of the game. It's like
Stan
hashtag
Luna.
Stan Luna, guys.
That drifted me away from standing Luna actually.
It's kind of like when you get advertisements like on YouTube, like I'm not gonna fucking buy that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just skip that shit.
Kind of bit
Which
forced.
I regret. Which I regret, you guys. I wish I got into Luna sooner.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, man. It was amazing. It's like Luna. It's like my albums right now are mostly
What's
all
your
Luna.
favorite Luna song?
Butterfly.
Ah, yeah.
I
That
don't
was
have an
easy
entry.
for you.
Oh yeah, Butterfly. I listened to Butterfly.
Ako, so what talaga eh.
Yeah, it's like angst wise. I think so what
So
really
what?
has that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero there's just a happy feeling towards Butterfly for me. It's like as an
Favorite's
orbit.
pretty cute
Yeah.
too. I like favorite.
Favorite was good. There's this song called Star or Voice as well. You should listen to that.
I love voice. Fuck, like top three for sure.
Yeah,
Anyway,
those
we're
are
like
great
trying
songs.
to avoid the mess that
Inevitable.
You
The
yeah, I noticed
stalling
it.
was too
We're
good.
trying to stall for sure.
21 and Girls' Generation. Do we really give this to Girls' Generation?
I mean, I didn't want to downplay of because we had that discussion already about 21 possibly like their reputation being doomed like as you
Yeah.
know
I said that,
And
so I need to stand by it.
compared to 21, like Girls' Generation is still very much relevant
yes relevant.
So I
in
asked earlier that if SNSD debuted today, they'll still work, sure. How about post Jessica SNSD? Will it work fourth gen, fifth gen?
That's so sensitive.
We gotta tackle it. I'm an instigator.
are you talking about like Jessica as an individual idol?
No, 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 no. Like the
No,
post
if
Jessica
Jessica was still
SNSD,
there.
the Lion Hearts and etc.
Oh
Will it work
yeah. Oh
fifth gen?
yeah. Yeah. It's like I look, this may be very biased, but like I'm going to try and word it out as objective as I can. There will never be a sour taste in anyone's mouth if OT9 Girls' Generation was still a thing.
Mhm.
If OT9 if they stuck with each other from Gen 2 until Gen 5 right now, it's like I'm pretty sure that they would win this tournament just like that, regardless of how famous Blackpink or Twice or like your New Jeans or your Le Seraphims or your Red Velvets are. It's like right now, if it was an OT9 Girls' Generation that never left a sour taste of someone leaving the group, they would win this hands down. It's it's like I would come into this conversation having a clear cut favorite, like how I went with the best boy group of all time, having BTS as my favorite to win all of it.
Okay.
Mhm.
But because of the things that happened back then, it would have been like super different now. Kasi nga, someone left the group, the breakup was like very public and very kind of sort of messy in a
It's a big
sense.
deal.
Yeah. It's like not as messy as your Big Bangs, don't get me wrong.
Oh,
Pero
that's a topic for
yeah, it's
sure.
like yeah, not as messy as your Big Bangs or your EXOs or things like that. Pero if they stuck OT9s, like just to address like what you asked, Bobby, if Jessica was still in Girls' Generation, for sure, it would still work out if they debuted right now with all of their discographies and doing everything that they did. Kasi
That's OT9.
as OT9, kasi like the song
Imagine the boys being released today.
right now,
Holy
pucha,
crap.
It was so epic. Like back in 2011, the boys release like they fucking like
The boys, the boys, the
killed
boys, the
that.
boys.
They fucking
Mhm.
killed that concept.
Run Devil Run. And
It's
then
like they
Yes.
were
as a
the
cute concept.
they were just the epitome
Ah,
of goddesses when the
Mm-hmm.
boys released.
mm,
It
ah.
was it was so clear cut that they were not only the nation's girl group, but the best group in K-pop that year. It's like it wasn't even close. Boy groups, girl groups, I don't give a fuck. Girls' Generation really owned 2011, irregardless of what award shows had to say about that. Because they didn't win like all the desangs or any desang in 2011, I think.
Mm.
Oh my god.
It's like it
Any
just
any generation you put SNSD there, they're gonna work out.
oh yeah,
Mm.
That's
for sure.
crazy to think of. The only difference if they debut right now, they're gonna get ambassadors. All of them are gonna be ambassadors as early as now.
Yeah.
If they debuted right now,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
which
sure.
makes them stand out. Because like the only reasons they didn't get the influencer treatment because they were a product of their time, which should add more to their
That's
goat
true.
conversation.
And it's
True.
not like these members are like it's not like these members look older now. It
Oh my
does it
god,
does not look like they aged a day.
they
Fucking
age better,
it's like
baby.
it's like they're
They even
aging
look
like fine
better like
wine.
now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Tiffany, call me. No, don't. I mean, yeah.
So it's like I just like come on. Plus I think arguably they made well, BSS will give them a run for their money now. Pero I think
OTTS.
Tetiso is the best
Ah,
like subunit that
shout outs BSS.
K-pop has
Ay.
ever seen.
Eh,
Pero BSS will definitely give them a run for their money. I think BSS needs to release more.
Can't believe they
I'd still
started as a joke.
put Tetiso on top of BSS for now. But it's like in the near future, who knows, man? It's like it's just so different. So like I said, the trajectory that Girls' Generation experienced. In my right mind, I would pick them over 21 any day. Um,
Yep.
that's me being very biased yet objective at the same time. There were a lot of fan wars back then against 21's blackjacks and so on's. Always blackjacks
Yeah.
for obvious reasons will put 21 on top of Girls' Generation, but it was really clear cut that okay, here's the argument. It's like Girls' Generation is definitely the blueprint of where girl groups are right now. It was always something na they need to perform Girls' Generation songs or have the same system that Girls' Generation experienced. Um,
Mm.
Compared to what 21 kind of experience as well. So, Girls' Generation, I think also for me is somewhat relevancy wise, not because like they're still relevant right now, but at that time were more relevant compared to 21.
Ooh, that's true. It was a hard battle at the time though,
Oh
because it was
yeah,
like G versus what?
G
Uh,
versus I don't care, things like
yeah,
that. G versus Fire. So it's just like it was really just neck and neck for a span of time until such point where after the boys it was really clear cut that Girls' Generation was the group when it comes to a representative for girl groups. Not
and they
just because they
did.
have the nation's girl group moniker.
Yeah,
Pero that's
and they
just
did
how it
Hello
is.
Baby,
They did Hello Baby, that's true. Do you know that Ingrid
Like
Hello Baby?
groups should like do that now.
right? If
That
you
would
if
be
you raise a
awesome.
child, oh my god, it's so Gen Z. I wonder how Gen Z is gonna take
So
care of
Gen
babies.
Z.
I want to see Honey
Bring it
carry
back.
a baby.
Bring it back. Oh no, the baby's
Oh
crying.
no!
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh
Hey, bro.
no!
I love it. So yeah, we got to put Girls' Generation up to the
Yeah.
grand finals now. And now
Oh,
Ayoko na guys.
this is
you're
probably
gonna
the
get hate again.
It's probably like the thing we dread here. And
Uwi na ako.
it's like it is really obvious that it will come down to Blackpink and Twice.
No,
So
what I hate about this bracket, I thought this was gonna be the last round. The obvious. But
that
no.
is true. Yeah, that is true. I thought it was gonna be the last round, but it was like
This was all randomized, so
it was randomized. So yeah,
it hates us. They just
Blackpink
want
and
us.
Twice.
I'm gonna go twice.
Who had the better discography?
Twice. More flexible, very K-pop, defines K-pop.
Yes.
More flexible and defines K-pop. You say.
Yep.
Where's the
Yes.
argument earlier that says K-pop is not only like the music, but also
That's
like
what I hate
the
about making
culture?
the list. That's why I mentioned it. That's why I hate making. I felt obliged to put Blackpink on top, and that's probably just because I'm. It's not my cup of tea. I love Blackpink. I love them, but I don't. It's not my cup of tea. Like I won't put. I think I'll put more B sides of Blackpink more than like
Their
if
title
I were to
tracks.
make a playlist right now. I think I'd only put Lovesick Girls and As If It's Your Last. That's just because
Whoa! Wow.
Sounds like Bobby. Yeah.
that's just me personally.
Bulldozer wasn't really
That's a Japanese title track. Doesn't count.
fair enough.
Because Twice has the
Where's the
crescendo recent
argument for Blackpink here though? Where's the argument towards Blackpink here?
the
Yo,
cultural
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The argument that I have towards Blackpink is who is more relevant to signify who K-pop or what K-pop is. Relevancy, it's just like it's
they're neck
hard to
and neck.
say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to say neck and neck though.
Oh,
It's like I would put Blackpink over Twice.
because the masses know more about Blackpink.
It's because of the Coachellas, you know? It's because of
Yeah,
like the guestings. It's because of the brands that they entrust them with. It's because of like the sheer amount of support that once they leave their agency, they can still be super relevant and even have the gall and the guts to create their own agencies.
exactly.
That's the thing here. That's the argument towards Blackpink. But Twice though.
Yeah, my only argument against that is a hypothetical wherein if only Twice had English speaking members, I think it would be neck and neck in terms of relevancy, especially in the West. But it's impressive what they're doing now, selling out shows internationally, Latin, North America,
Yeah.
Southeast Asia, Asia, Europe, with no English speaking member at all. Diane's studying, but not fluent. Like they didn't start fluent. It's
Also Mina.
how do they do it? How did it Twice do that?
It's like their songs are likable. Their songs are more or less in line with the K-pop spirit compared to Blackpink. Blackpink, like I said, perfected that kind of Western sound and really made it their own. But if you're gonna look into where the industry is right now, they're it's pretty clear cut that they're patterning it more towards Blackpink compared to Twice. Ingrid, you've been very quiet again. I know
So hard.
this pains you. You've attended concerts for both of these. Okay, let's ask you, Ingrid. Since you're the one that attended both concerts and you're the one that is more or less like at the very least more financially invested towards these two groups.
Seeing them live is a huge factor. You
Seeing
gotta
them live,
feel it.
where did you have more fun? Which was a better experience? Not the lining up, how it was, thing,
Or the
how it was.
distance.
Yeah, not the distance and not the travel or anything like that. Just the sheer set list, how the performances were done, everything. Which was the better concert?
Um
Don't take in account that one of those where you were seated So baka less pagod ka nung nakaupo ka
I know.
compared dun
No,
sa
no.
nakatayo ka. Yeah.
I think I had a lot more fun at the Blackpink concert. It had a lot more impact. I was bawling my eyes out when they had their entrance. Um I'm not sure if it's because it's like the second time I'm seeing them. I saw them.
Oh, you saw
Um
them in the MOA arena one?
yeah, I did.
Ah.
2019.
Shit.
Mahal
And
nun.
maybe it's
Grabe.
just
Anyway.
True.
what?
Ang mahal ng tickets nun. I think that was the first time I was like, wow, K-pop's insane.
Mm,
25,000 tickets.
yeah,
Sorry.
I was being judged so hard like by my office mates. They were like, "Sino yon?"
So you were in an office. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
forgot.
think I was like
Yeah, she was still
fresh out
corporate.
from
Yeah.
college. Yeah,
Corporate Ingrid.
corporate.
Yeah.
Wedding
Man.
organizer girl. Um yeah, I knew
Hmm.
I was going to pick Blackpink over Twice. No matter how, I know it pains me to say that because I do love Twice, but again, K-pop is not just about the music anymore. It is also about relevancy. It is also about, and yeah,
That
again, like
last
what you,
round is gonna be interesting.
yeah, what you said, you parang they're they're kind of patterning whatever K-pop is now, like through
Now.
Blackpink as well.
Now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
now. And since we have Girls' Generation, which you guys explained na, they
Was the
will, yeah,
blueprint. Everyone was
yeah,
patterned.
they will do
Mhm.
so well. It, like regardless of like what generation they're going to debut in. So I also had to put that in consideration because
You don't think Twice would do well if they debuted now?
no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Twitter moment.
Since
That
they
was
are the
Twitter moment.
blueprint, like Girls' Generation, like a lot of so many girls or so many idols aspired to become idols because of
Girls'
Girls'
Generation. Yep.
Generation.
Mhm.
And now that Blackpink, they have their own formula of becoming what an idol is. I think it's safe to say that it's it's Blackpink. If we're gonna be comparing Girls' Generation and Blackpink, like it has to be them at the end.
Shit.
It
But
has to
it's
be Twice
so
and
hard.
Blackpink.
Okay, it's like
So hard.
I'm gonna double down on that, and this is probably a very controversial thing to say.
As the podcast does.
That's true. Twice is very much super patterned
Girls'
to Girls'
Generation.
Generation.
That's why I can't like.
It's like any sort of original thought that you have towards groups. If it's Twice, it's like you can look into Blackpink and oh yeah, they were patterned with 21, things like that. There is also that conversation. Pero Blackpink surpassed 21 when it comes to relevancy for a while now. But when you look into Twice and how they're relevant in the industry, and then you look at Girls' Generation, it's like you're looking at two very relevant groups, but there's still that question if Twice had surpassed Girls' Generation already.
No.
I think they did.
Do you personally think Twice
Yeah.
surpassed Girls' Generation?
Better debut as Girls' Generation. But right now, I think Twice has surpassed them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
They're just going up from here. Twice will
It's
be
like
around
there's
here.
really nothing to do but up, you know? It's like it's
Yeah.
like because they're still very much active.
Yeah, Girls' Generation has secured their spot, whereas, 21 might fall off in the future. But for Twice, I think they've secured the legacy of being the nation's girl group now, just going up from here.
Yeah, they've
And it's
taken the helm of like
and
being
this is
the
going to
nation's girl
Yeah,
group.
it's
be
been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
this is going to be JYP's fault if Twice doesn't surpass what they're doing right now.
Bobby, even considering the songs that they've released,
Oh
After
man, I
you
think
still think so?
I think so. Cause Lionheart is weak. The OT8 era is weak.
but you think was like a banger. If you
What
think about it,
Lionheart?
you think yung isang kanta nila,
Oh, I was like, you
the
think
edgy
Lionheart
one,
is
the
weak?
edgier one, yeah.
I just feel like that post Jessica part of the legacy puts them a little bit below twice now for me.
Yeah,
Mm,
no, I get that. Pero there is an argument as well where Twice also had a good number of, not a good number, but a handful of issues along the way, which are somewhat sometimes culturally challenged
Oh,
in a
this there
way.
was the Sana Japan thing, and
Yeah,
of course the anxiety issues with the members.
yeah.
But staying as nine is,
Obviously,
I think,
it's like some of them, it's not their fault. Yeah, like I mean, I just wanted to point that out. Pero yeah, it's just always that point of comparison where it's always Twice and Girls' Generation and Twice. It was always that kind of conversation from the start of Twice until now. Not probably not until now, pero it's like at the start of their their run in their career, it was always like a point of comparison of which do you prefer, or which songs were better, or which concepts were better, things like that. Because it was like OT9, OT9, things like that. And it was always clear cut that Twice really had the Nation's Girl Group moniker grasp after Girls' Generations. Like it
was
wasn't a
passed. The
question.
torch was passed. Yeah.
Yeah, the torch was passed to Twice. Even though Blackpink surpassed Twice in some extent when it comes to
No,
relevancy and popularity.
especially for like numbers.
Yeah,
Blackpink definitely loses. I mean, wins the numbers game.
yeah.
That's
So
for me. Like surviving the comparisons to SNSD is what makes Twice great. I don't know because I made the top 16 in my head as to surviving like losing a member maybe or surviving a major controversy, and I feel like it was just a downward spiral after
so
after Jessica,
so
and they
would it be a different conversation that all three of us are having if ever that, knock on wood, someone from Twice left?
yeah, for sure. I was worried Jonghyun was gonna leave, and that would
or
mean
Mina.
Jonghyun
I
or
was
Mina
thinking like
leaving.
Jordan, Mina, yeah.
That would mean the end of Twice for me.
Chaeyoung,
Like they may have baka Chaeyoung too. Baka hindi sila nag-resign if
Mm,
they were to continue as eight. It wouldn't worked out. I mean, sure people will have their because many solo stands whatever, but it wouldn't have worked out. So I think just staying as nine for all these years are nice. And I'll put the forever one argument later for the last round because SNS.
forever one argument. There's no forever one argument with Girls' Generation. What are you talking about?
Oh, did you not
Um,
like it?
I love the song,
Yeah.
forever
but
one.
it's like
It's love,
uh,
it's love.
I felt lied to. Sorry.
Oh, that makes
And this
sense.
is coming from a so one. So yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Um but yeah, I mean
That's my
it's
argument
like
lang.
a lot of the argument already went to Girls' Generation versus Twice and things like that. I think Ingrid and I are in the same boat when
For
it comes
Blackpink.
to
I'll take the Twice vote here.
no, like in Girls' Generation versus Twice, like as a
Uh
hypothetical, if ever that Twice advances. It's like I think Ingrid and I it's like are in the same boat when it comes to saying that Girls' Generation really like would probably have Twice beat um
yeah.
by a like small margin if
Yeah.
ever that they contended with each other, because it's a bit surprising. And yeah, I don't think there's no clear cut winner when it comes to Blackpink and Girls' Generation, but Blackpink and Twice, just going back there.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Twice side of things cuz personally I just felt ob- I personally believe that we shouldn't have in I just wish K-pop didn't go that direction as to where Blackpink brought it from. Because whereas
With
BTS,
that argument, I would agree with you. Yes.
because BTS brought K-pop's music and the music culture to the West, whereas I think the influencer visual part, profiting with the parasocialism aspect of K-pop, is what Blackpink brought K-pop to, which everyone is profiting off right now. That's
Fair.
nice. Everyone's getting their bag. I just wish it didn't go there. As a long
Literally,
time K-pop
everyone's
fan,
getting their bag. It's like
yeah,
Prada, fucking
Prada, Louis
Celine,
Vuitton. Thanks for
Louis
getting
Vuitton,
the.
Not good for
Gucci.
capitalism, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
it was already capitalistic with the albums, but now it's more because people
Even
want to
more
get.
now, yeah.
shit. Who are we going for here?
That's why I'm team twice. Ingrid's team
Yeah.
Blackpink. So Yuki's the tiebreaker again, instigating. Anyways,
That was so tough. Like there was one part now you were like talking about Girls' Generation versus 21, and I was thinking so hard who I was gonna pick. Fuck. Uh
Sorry, like in my right mind, I would go Blackpink on this. It's just we're talking about impact, relevancy in the industry, or at least making that sort of change in the industry where,
yeah,
like what you said, Bobby.
I get
Pero
it.
I gotta be behind you on that. I would have loved if it was more or less the BTS way compared to the
mm,
Blackpink way.
mhm,
Because I've been clamoring for music, it's like this has been an ongoing feel for me as a fan of Blackpink where fuck I want to hear more music from you because I just know that you create very very good songs,
And these are
but we don't
talented
hear you
girls.
as much.
Yeah, and that 2 year hiatus left like a
Oh yeah,
sour
it
taste in
left
me.
us like every it's like that was like a year and a half hiatus and then a 2 year hiatus, and it's just like fucking horrible. That's why a lot of the fans that were, you know, Boombaya fans, like
Yeah,
debut fans, kind of dropped off as well because like it felt like
mhm,
they left them hanging. And you can't
and that
blame the pandemic, It's like it's not the pandemic's fault. They did the year and a half hiatus pre-pandemic.
mhm.
So,
and that lost my spark for Blackpink personally. And I
yeah.
don't blame the girls at all. I blame again these agencies suck. Don't trust any of them anyway. That's my case. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's like it's just like relevance. It's just I think Blackpink versus Twice when it comes to relevancy, I think Blackpink wins it. I
okay.
think they're just more relevant.
Yeah,
Um and there's that star power. There's that starstruck
yeah,
feeling that when you see
Mhm.
Blackpink somewhere.
yeah, dude. I would drop my panties. If I see them.
Did you say
Yeah,
panties or
that's what
pennies?
happened. That's what happened to
Panties,
me. Pennies.
Pennies?
panties, panties,
Panty? Panty?
panty.
Le Serapim Panty? Ganun?
Yeah, sarap yung panty.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's like but
Yeah.
like Bobby, that was a great argument. Like I'm more of a fan of
Twice as music.
not even
Of
not really
Eugene's.
Twice as music. Yeah, Blue Jeans. It was like I'm more of a fan of how BTS or even Twice approached
Mhm.
K-pop compared to
Mhm.
Blackpink.
And how
Because
they're
I'm
selling it,
not a
right?
fan of how Blackpink approached it. I am
Mhm.
like I'm gonna put it out there. I am not a fan. A lot of people like on our TikTok are saying that we're blinks and not ones or things like that. We're both. That's why it's like I just wanted to point out that I'm not a fan of how Blackpink addressed how relevance is made in K-pop. But for the greatest of all time conversation, I would pick Blackpink over Twice. It's just that. Like, if I think about what are we going towards here, we're going for the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
For me, I would pick Blackpink over Twice as greatest of all time.
fair.
For me,
That's fair.
Can I
Um,
just say though, like Twice is getting a lot of attention now because their sound wasn't really, appealing to the Western like community. Tama ba?
mm, mm,
But
mm.
then because K-pop is becoming so mainstream now that even their
Old
like
songs.
old songs are like blowing up, like all
Mm.
the cutie songs. So like maybe hypothetically, if like Twice or like K-pop was a lot more accepted like internationally, like in terms of that sound, I think they could have been in the same level as Blackpink.
Yeah, for sure. I
The
agree.
difference really is an English speaker, I think.
Yeah, it's really also the sound of Blackpink is so westernized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because BTS isn't westernized, right? Like
No.
when they started becoming famous,
Well, Boy with Love was kind of like that Western sound
that
already.
started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I Need You blew up in the West, and then they
Mm-hmm.
had Namjoon in a dream to like do their
Yeah.
interviews for them. If Twice had that, it would have been like a different story. I
Mm-hmm.
feel.
Mm.
Fucking Namjoon, man. So smart, that guy. Pucha.
Yeah,
Love Namjoon.
like he's
And
really smart, right? Like IQ
yeah,
wise
he
too.
is. IQ wise,
Yeah,
he's super smart. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I could go
English
on and on
speakers
with
are
BTS.
so important. They're so important for these.
It's like to gain that sort of following
Hmm.
internationally for sure. And now we can't make that argument if it's now Girls' Generation and Blackpink because both of them have English
Exactly.
speakers in their group. So yeah, I mean, like props to Twice. They really it's like that was probably the longest conversation we've had when it comes to a match. It's like Blackpink and Twice really even deserved of like the grand finals. But
I
yeah,
wish
but like
that was my best bar. My best bar was pointing out where
Oh, that
Blackpink
was
took
really
it.
good. That was good.
fucking Twice Blackpink. Fuck, it's so difficult. But yeah, it's like really Twice really would make them a run for their money. It's like it's just
We're if you're a newer K-pop fan, you're so lucky to witness these like groups. Blackpink and
yeah.
Twice go.
And plus, we're coming from it from somewhere like that started K-pop for a while, so that's why we had groups like this. That's why we could speak for
Yeah,
groups like this. That's because we experienced everything. It's like,
the
albeit,
road.
like I think the ride with Twice was more enjoyable compared to Blackpink's. Just saying,
Okay,
kasi
I
yeah,
can
kasi
get on that because it's
Blackpink
alright.
was Blackpink had so much like downtime compared to Twice, and it's like we had like multiple like feel special, fancy, fucking
Their recent track,
um
have you listened to it?
what was that? Set Me Free?
I Got You.
I don't know. I haven't.
So
I love
good.
that. I love it.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I've listened to it. Yeah, it's a
I
good
think you
song.
like
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've listened to it.
It just felt like home when I was watching their
Mm.
concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Blackpink felt like
It was
adrenaline.
nerve-wracking. Yeah.
Which one?
Blackpink.
Blackpink's concerts.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh,
grand
that's Blackpink.
finals.
Okay, another.
Fucking a.
This is hard. This is harder than you
Wala
guys
na
think.
kayo dyan.
If
Ayoko na.
if you're a newer K-pop fan, you'd say Blackpink, but no,
Because we experienced both
both.
in their prime.
Oh my god.
Look, relevance, Blackpink will have this in the bag.
Okay.
Relevance, currently, Blackpink is the most famous girl group in K-pop. It's like it's not even a
In the
question
world, not
in the
even in
world.
K-pop.
Well, BTS, bro.
No, 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 no.
Oh, girl
Like
group.
girl group. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, Spice Girls. I mean, you know, there's Little
No.
Mix.
Little
Little
Mix. Yeah,
Mix.
Yeah, fucking A,
yeah.
man.
They had bangers, but no.
Yeah. So it's like I think Spice Girls would give them a run for their money.
Ooh,
Um,
that's true. That's
yeah,
true.
I mean, right?
That's true. Pussycat Dolls. The joke lang. I just
Oh, no,
wanted to
not
mention.
really.
I just have a crush
Destiny's
on Nicole.
Child. More of that.
That's a,
More
oh
of
that
that.
that's that's
Oh.
that's a great example of Nicole
I was thinking
Scherzinger
more
and
of that.
friends.
Oh man,
So
Oh
that's true.
shit. Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
shit. Hi, Nicole.
yeah. It's like
Okay.
it's just like Blackpink really is the most famous girl group produced by K-pop. It's hands down. It's not even a question. What did Girls' Generation make us feel? It's like I can't really answer that. I'm gonna be very
Special.
biased.
Joke lang.
Like
Ibang group pala.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be very biased if I answer that. But
Okay,
like
wait,
Ingrid,
before we answer, I have a question because you probably because I was young, like I had no brain.
yes, you were
How was
no brain.
SNSD in the West, Yuki or Ingrid?
Well, they started the revolution. They had the first guesting of any K-pop act from in the West. They did
Okay,
the Late Show with David Letterman.
was
They
it
did.
nobody levels though, or
Oh
what?
yeah, it's like I think
Mm.
it surpassed that. It's
Oh,
like um
Yeah, nobody didn't really do well. Like,
they didn't do well
yes,
in the US. Like they didn't
yeah.
really.
really?
Kasi nga, no, they
Yeah.
didn't really speak in English then. That was like one
Mm-mm.
of the,
Oh, no one knew how to. Okay, Sunny
Yeah.
yeah.
speaks great English now, right? Anyways,
Yes, on me, yeah, right now, yeah, for sure. But it's like it's just like a stark difference when it comes to how Wonder Girls did in the West compared to Girls' Generation. Plus, Girls' Generation did it first than any
oh,
group, regardless, boy group, girl group. It's like
uh-huh.
they did it first. They were
Mm.
the opening salvo, if I may say, when it comes to Western publicity. It's like obviously groups right now would do better,
Yeah.
um, but
People
back
were more
then.
racist back then too. Gotta
Yeah,
acknowledge
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I don't want to point that out. It's like it's not something that we want to discuss, but like
Okay,
that's a bit sensitive.
I
But
went there.
yeah, you went there, but it's fine. It's like, um, I just wanted to, fuck. It's so difficult because I
So,
would be very biased. Like when it comes to this round, because I wouldn't want to say it's a clear cut winner, objectively.
ah,
Pero subjectively, I would pick Girls' Generation as the blueprint. And just basically because we're talking about best girl group all time, it's like we're still patterning girl groups to Girls' Generation. We're still, although it's like we are patterning actively some girl groups to Blackpink and some girl groups to Girls' Generation. So they both have that more or less kind of like neck and neck.
mhm.
Patterning sound though, I think they're more patterning it to Blackpink now compared to Girls' Generation.
But that was short lived, I think. How
Yeah, because
Blackpink,
they're like more they're going towards like
the new jeans route
the
now.
new jeans route now. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Where I think they patterned towards Girls' Generation longer compared to they patterned
Mhm.
to Blackpink
Until maybe Wojo Sonyo.
until Wuju Sonyo. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah, good point.
No,
But
until Promise 9 even.
yeah, but like Promise Nine didn't really
I wish
got
they back
into,
off.
you know,
They're in my top 20. That's
Promise
sad.
Nine. Wow, like ballsy of you.
I believe in them.
But yeah, it's like Promise Nine is kind of patterned to Girls' Generation. Even it's like um. But yeah, I don't it's like because there's a conversation like because it's a Blackpink Girls' Generation conversation. I can say there's a clear cut winner. I wanted to hear your thoughts.
The true winner is New Jeans. I'm
I
kidding.
told you like we
That's a
didn't really need to do this.
joke.
It was really New Jeans. It's like Ingrid,
I don't know what to
you're
argue.
very like your face is very problematic. Like
It's
you're
Nona time.
What did you think was my answer?
I thought Blackpink was your answer.
You're
Yeah,
more
I thought
attached
so
to
too.
Blackpink.
I thought so too, but then I got to thinking a lot more. And being a girl group, I know relevancy and popularity. And right now, Blackpink is the biggest girl group, not just in K pop, like in the world. But we have to go with the basics. I feel like being a girl group, considering that I have seen them live,
Mm-hmm.
they have great stage presence, but in terms of actually performing, I would go with Girls' Generation because these girls, like, no matter how long they've been performing or like they've like had tours, they're all synchronized. They're all, on their A game. So I had to put that in consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like for Blackpink, yes, they can just, dance and like walk and like aura. on stage and maybe that would be enough. But since we're talking about like performing as girl group, as a girl group, I think I would also pick Girls' Generation over Blackpink for best girl
Shit,
group.
Ingrid,
I
what the hell? I did not expect that from you.
Yeah, I did not expect that too. But then, I had to set aside all my biases and go back to where I came from because it is Girls' Generation.
And it's like, and obviously this is not a biased opinion. Because if you were
Yeah,
biased, you would go
I
Blackpink
would
all
pick
the way,
Blackpink.
all the way.
Yeah.
just made a dumb puzzle in my head.
What's the dumb puzzle? Let's hear it.
I feel like if it weren't for SNSD, the Twice versus Blackpink conversation wouldn't have happened.
What do you mean? Expound.
I feel like 21 was made to counter SM's SNSD,
Okay.
and
Mm.
21 was the blueprint for Blackpink. Whereas Twice is JYP copies. The reason he
Yeah.
That's
made a
true. Yeah,
five
it is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
the reason he made a five girl group in ITZY, 5 member girl group in ITZY was to counter or make his own Blackpink. The Twice was
Or
his
Red
own.
Velvet.
Oh yeah, or
Mm.
Red Velvet. Just perfecting a five girl group formula. And
Mm-mm.
then Twice was made because of SNSD and how it worked out for them. Debuting because it's ballsy to debut
It's not a
using
bad
five
thing,
girls.
by the way.
Yeah,
Well,
not
let's
a
just
bad
point
thing
that
at
out.
all.
Not a bad thing at
So I
all.
feel like that in itself secures Girls' Generation for all time for me.
Yep.
Fuck. You know why I'm conflicted is because I can approach this biasly, and I can approach this, obviously objectively. Relevance, definitely, like what you said, Ingrid, what you said, Bobby. Blackpink really has this in the bag. They are the most relevant K-pop like girl group in the world right now today. It's not even a question. They can they can go on hiatus for 4 years and then come back and everything will go number one. It's like a BTS effect. It's like that level.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk influence. It's like in the industry, and it's like I just gotta put like it in my right mind. Like I'd put Girls' Generation when it comes to influence over someone like Blackpink, even in the conversation of patterning people or patterning groups to Girls' Generation compared to Blackpink. Like what I said earlier, at one point it was patterned to Girls' Generation, at one point it was patterned to Blackpink, but I think the pattern was longer for Girls' Generation compared to Blackpink kasi nga everyone transitioned to this sort of nostalgic kind of sound already
Mm-hmm.
with new jeans and stuff. And I'm not saying that it's because of New Jeans that Blackpink doesn't win this. It's because of the influence that New Jeans has currently. It's just that we are talking about the blueprint, the standard changes, pero you can still make the argument of a standard towards Girls' Generation.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. You know,
In their own right, like they're basically like gods in K-pop now.
that's true. That is true. There is a level of starstruck when you see them. It's like it's all probably a lot of it would probably go with the Sunbe Hube relationship because they look up towards their Sunbe names, pero
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, it's just so fucking different. The level of feels that I felt for Girls' Generation. That's why I'm looking at also this very biasedly, and that's why I trust both of you more. Kasi ever since Girls' Generation, I never loved anyone else more. So that's why I will trust your view and your instinct compared to mine. Are you both going for Girls' Generation as the best girl group of all time?
I
Yeah.
am. Oh, 100% me.
Fuck.
Yes.
Are we
Yes.
getting a ton of hate for this?
No.
I don't think
I
so.
well for me I stood my ground as to why I'm not entirely on board with Blackpink being the goat.
Okay, let's look at hypotheticals then. We looked at Girls' Generation and 21. Obviously, it was Girls' Generation that we picked. If we looked at Girls' Generation and Twice, would Girls' Generation still be our pick?
Because of my puzzle in my head, yes. They're the reason why Twice
Twice.
exists. Yeah.
Not exist, but like Twice
Like,
kind of like hit a stride where everything was more or less patterned to what Girls' Generation did. It's like there was even this like whole argument like cheer up and oh, things like that.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Right? I mean
Yep.
it was pretty clear cut. So things like that. So are we if we look at like any other group like in the bracket, Girls' Generation Red Velvet, Girls'
Yes.
Generation Mamamoo, Girls' Generation Eyes One. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Shit.
just to clarify, that doesn't mean Super Junior was better than 17. I've heard that
Oh no,
argument.
no, no, no. We
No.
didn't even do that. It's like we didn't pick Super Junior versus another group. It's like it was Super Junior versus Big Bang.
Oh, that's a
It's like
no-brainer.
this is a no-brainer, right? It's like things like that. But yeah, but there was it's
Damn.
like the semis for the boy groups were 17 BTS and Big Bang EXO.
Ah.
So
It's just like
Oh
this.
my
Just
god.
like this episode.
yeah,
So hard.
exactly.
Oh my
So it
god.
was it was as hard, but man, I think we covered ground. Shit, this was a longer episode compared to the first round.
Technicalities, baby. I've been in
No,
this
I think
K-pop
it's just
shit for
because
life.
we had no idea talaga up until the end who was really gonna win this one.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't really have clear cut favorites. Like we
Yeah.
had we had thoughts in our head on it's like top three. Really, my top three was really Girls' Generation, Blackpink, and Twice. They were
Me too.
really our top three. But it's like getting to that conversation was a very, very like with all of the things that we discussed and talked about. It's just there wasn't a clear cut winner.
Yeah. We had to be really careful too because like what we
Shit,
said
it's good.
before.
Look, I'm happy about it. I am so happy about it, but I'm afraid of the aftermath of naming them best of all time because everyone will be like, "Oh, relevancy.
Second
It's
gen na naman.
second gen na
Ah.
naman."
Bias na
It's like,
naman tong mga matatandang to sa
but it's
second
like
gen.
it's not at
Hey, I'm
all.
young.
I think we all have
Well,
like different biases. Like, look,
This is why I'm
yeah.
here.
you have Blackpink, Ingrid, Bobby. You probably have Twice as your bias, right?
Oh yeah,
To
I
win this,
wanted Twice to win this.
yeah, to win this. So we all have our biases. Obviously my bias is Girls' Generation kasi I've experienced it. I felt it and I've listened to it, the feels that I had. Plus I think they have the best discography when it comes to Japanese songs of anyone currently because some of these groups haven't really released a lot of Japanese songs pero
Mhm.
it's like I personally thought their
Did
Girls' Generation.
Blackpink do Japanese promotions or just in
Yeah, but then it was it was kind of forced. Like
just to make a Japanese
just
album
to
for that?
debut in Japan. It wasn't like
They did Japanese. I didn't know that shit,
I
really.
didn't know that.
yeah, I mean I like their rap better in the Japanese version, but then when you
Mm.
could clearly hear that it's kind of forced, like some of the
I
words,
hear
like
you.
it lands
Yeah.
awkwardly.
And no original Japanese song?
No, no, no. So
Ah.
it's not like Twice or Girls'
Yeah,
Generation that they
Generation.
actually had releases for
Oh
Mm.
yeah. Oh yeah. Give yourself like to everyone listening. Listen to like the Girls' Generation Japanese songs. They were all original, by the way. Some
Yeah,
of
they're
them, like
great.
some of the title tracks were reused. Like they had the boys, they had like Japanese
Galaxy
versions.
Supernova,
But yeah, it's
guys.
like they
Please
had.
give it a listen. I love
Ingrid,
that.
I'm so surprised that you know Galaxy Supernova. I am just, like
Dude,
very much
yeah.
surprised. Like you know those songs.
I didn't even know back then that was in Japanese. Like I wasn't aware.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like I definitely think that it was really Girls' Generation that is the best girl group of all time. Um, talk to us in 3 to 5 years that may be different. And plus, like Bobby, you put up a good point. Forever One, when they released
Uh-huh.
that song, you saw pretty much that they're still in their A game, like what Ingrid said.
Mm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
like it was clear cut that they were still very much performers. And
Mm-hmm.
these are songs that they sing live, It's like probably not to the extent that they used to back then. But it wasn't really a question when it comes to talent that Girls' Generation is super talented and is up there when it comes to even the hierarchy of talent when it comes to girl groups. I'm not saying Blackpink is lesser than them. I'm not saying they're
No.
equal or someone is higher. Pero there is that benefit of Blackpink only having 4 members compared to Girls' Generation having 9.
Yeah, and
So
they had to fit that in their schedule,
Mhm.
like Forever One,
Mhm.
because they're doing their own things now.
that's true.
It's just like a got the beat moment where, oh, let's
Oh yeah, that
just
like got
do
the oh man,
something.
it's like got the beat didn't like come back this year. I'm so disappointed. They should have come back in January. That's how they usually do it, but I don't know.
Nah,
I think they're
schedules.
done with it. I think they're done with got the beat actually. So it might be like a different subunit moving forward. Probably like the Ning Nings and the Giselles and the Irenes will probably do the next one. But yeah, I mean, Girls' Generation, friggin' A. Congratulations. Insert
Woo!
claps here. Choo, 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 choo.
Bro,
Future future Yuki. Insert the clap.
that was like nerve wracking. I was stressing.
I'm scared of the ramifications of
That
naming them
was
Same.
like
so
the best girl
fun
group.
though. That's so fun.
Yeah.
You
I
know
mean, I can't blame the Blinks who never witnessed SNSD. Honestly,
who never witnessed as yes, I cannot.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-mm.
because the true factor as to why SNSD won is because they did Hello Baby.
You know what's funny? It's like SNSD did a song called Baby Baby. It's one of the
Yep,
cringiest and cutest songs that was ever produced.
as it should be. That's what K-pop was.
That was K-pop was, yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much.
But
No, but really, I wish I'll understand the Blinks being mad. It's
I
just like
understand the ones being mad. It's like I would definitely do.
I
But
fought for us, guys. We didn't win. It was 2-1.
Pero it's like yeah, it's like that's why I trusted both of
I
these people
die.
more compared to myself because I can approach this very
Bobby.
differently compared to how they did it. But I trust their judgment more because I think out of all the three of us, I'm like both of you are more of the people that are outside looking in compared to me. So I mean, it's like
God, I love K-pop.
you know why I fear for this. Like, you know why I feel like I changed as a person and as as a host of a K-pop
Oh,
podcast.
you didn't care before, right?
I wouldn't care before. It's like fucking. It's like Girls' Generation. I knew it ever since. No question. It's like fuck you all. But right now, it's like
Woo!
there's a fear of like what the ramifications are.
Let's go for character
I
development,
know, right?
Yuki.
Fuck.
Woo!
I wish
Even
people who watches our TikToks watch the actual podcast. I know it's long.
they do.
I know
They
it's
do.
long.
I
Not all.
I believe they do. Like some of them, yeah, not all.
Yeah.
A lot of these only comment on what was said on the TikTok or on the short, which I'm
Which is
also
what we
fine
want.
about. Yeah, I'm also
That's
Yeah.
fine
what we
about
want.
that. It's like I'm cool with that. But
Ah, that
yeah,
is so fun
it's
though.
just yeah. I mean, Girls' Generation is just like on a league of their own. It's just like way too different.
And
We
the
got
beauty of girl groups, again, in 5 years, this is so different
it's like the landscape will definitely differ. It's like
compared to the boy group one. I feel like,
oh yeah, because it's like it's still more competitive in the girl group scene compared, especially now. Look at the
especially
groups
now.
now. Fucking, it's like amazing groups.
Who
Like
knows if Baby Monster is better than,
yeah,
Black?
yeah, you'll never know. It's like they're
Like
very
once they have Ion there, holy shit.
and they haven't done Ion yet, like in the mix,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
although they re-recorded Batter Up with Ion, I think.
I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
haven't
Yeah,
heard.
I don't like Batter Up,
it's
but
like
that's just me.
we should look into these new groups. I don't know.
Nmix might be on the list. So,
Oh yeah, it's
and
like in the
Oh
future. Yeah,
yeah.
fucking Sonyar and what was the other
Love
song?
me like this.
Dash.
Dash. Puta,
Oh my
what a
god,
what
Dash
a
was so
great
good.
comeback. Fuck. An amazing
I
comeback.
do hope that the boy groups like get recognition, like the Zero Base One, Rise, and
I think they're on the
Boys Next
fifth
Door.
gen.
They're there.
Fifth gen boy groups, dude. I think,
Zero Base One and Rise will carry fifth gen. I'm pretty sure. Like
Mm.
fucking
and
amazing,
to
amazing
us,
talent.
the 17s juniors, they're really great.
What
Oh,
group?
TWS 24/7 with us.
Ooh.
Also,
Oh.
this Japanese group, they're called Psychic
I knew
Fever.
it. I knew you've heard of them. They have hot guys.
Yeah.
Who do we
They're kind of
look
like
into?
XG.
Yeah, who do
Oh
we
yeah,
look
it was
into? Yeah, it's kind of like
S-
XG.
Psychic Fever. Yeah.
So I guess yeah, it's a longer episode. It's like it's split into two parts. It's still a long episode. Fuck. It's like it's just so different. But yeah, I personally believe that it was a more difficult conversation because we all know a whole lot about these groups compared to how I approached the boy group scene in in the other episode. That's why I had
Mm.
Chelsea and Ashley there because they're more inclined in girl groups in boy groups compared to myself. But yeah, I mean it's like this I had a lot to say, and I thought we approached this very objectively, I might add, compared to how we approach the boy groups. Like
It's
and if
just
you
three people that loves K-pop so much,
Yeah.
especially girl groups, fuck.
especially girl groups. I think. Oh man, girl groups.
Yeah, it's just very competitive nowadays. And like I said, like we will stand behind our decision here. It's like it's not it wasn't clear cut who would win this. But yeah, we will definitely pick Girls' Generation. I think we approached this very objectively all throughout, compared to how we did the boy groups. And yeah, it's like a pretty cool episode. You guys should listen to it. Freaking A. This was a long time coming, but we here now. No, this was a long time coming. It's like we planned this for a while. And
Oh
I'm
man,
just
they
glad
didn't
it's
even
over.
win.
I'm just glad
Uh,
it's over.
it's
Because
so fun.
yeah, we'll
So
probably
many
do this in
TikToks out of this episode. We can rest for 3 weeks.
I
We
know,
can pick
right?
like two, yeah.
Fuck. Should have
Yeah, I
split
think
this into three
Yukes,
parts.
we should post this like not at the same time. We
We
should
will,
like
we
split.
will. Yeah, we'll wait a week.
Good things I said in the beginning. 7 days later.
Mm.
That wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I'll start the episode with 7 days later.
Days later.
With
Okay.
my voice.
I guess yeah, that's the show. Fucking A, we need to go. It's like like the time. It's like
It's 2
obviously
a.m.
you guys don't know, but it's 2 a.m. currently when we're recording this, and we're still up and running. But thank you very much for listening to this long ass episode. We'll be back again for next week for another one, and yeah, friggin' A. See you again. See you guys. Bye.
Bye!
The Kingdom Podcast is brought to you by the Kingdom Podcast creative team, executively produced by Dustin Sese and presented by the Bunk Collective. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at the Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. For inquiries, please email us at thekingdompodph@thebunkph.com. And don't forget to visit thebunkph.com/thekingdompodph. Thanks for listening to the show and see you next time.